Good evening and welcome. I know that this is one event that everyone wants to meet and greet with everyone, and I appreciate that. Welcome to tonight's program, our Pitch for Innovation. I'm Peter Bergh, Chair of the Foundation's Board of Directors. We have a great agenda tonight, and in addition to allowing you plenty of time to meet and greet later, each of you will be invited to take an active role in tonight's program. You will be asked to listen to a pitch made for your support by 3 nonprofit organizations and to collectively make awards honoring their work. But before we do that, it is my honor to invite Governor Maggie Hassan to the podium. Please give the governor a warm welcome.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you, Peter, for the introduction. Thank you to the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation, all of you, for your dedication to the future of the Granite State. I think one of the reasons that it's hard to get this group quiet and started is that you all experienced what I experienced as I walked in, which is just a chance not only to meet and greet friends and colleagues, but to learn about new friends and colleagues and the work that you're all doing to make our state a better place. So I particularly appreciate the opportunity to be here with you, and I also really appreciate your focus on innovation at this year's annual meeting. New Hampshire stands at the threshold of a bright new future. We are as well positioned as any state to lead the country in innovative economic growth that will lift all of our people and will define the 21st century. The Granite State continues to be ranked as one of the healthiest, safest, and most livable states in the nation. I believe we also have the capacity to be the most innovative, to have the best workforce and most forward-looking economy in the nation, to foster the kind of business innovation that will create jobs and strengthen our middle class. Innovation is at the heart of the balanced budget that I proposed to the legislature. It begins rebuilding and invests in the priorities that are critical for fostering innovation, ensuring that all of our people can receive a quality education and develop skills for good jobs, strengthening economic development, attracting and growing cutting-edge businesses, and sustaining our high quality of life by keeping our communities and people safe and healthy, while also protecting our natural resources. Many of these priorities are shared by both the House and the Senate, and as budget negotiations continue, I'm confident that legislators will reach across the aisle, rise above ideology, and finalize a balanced budget that will help keep our state moving forward. And I'll say right now, I can't remain here with you tonight as much as I would like to, because I'm going to go back up to those negotiations, which are ongoing. I know that efforts of the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation are also essential in our shared progress. Many of your statewide initiatives are invaluable in helping our communities realize the potential of the innovation economy. From your work to promote education in the STEM fields of science, technology, engineering, and math, to your programs encouraging economic development and early childhood learning in the North Country, to your programs to address substance abuse disorders, the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation is an invaluable partner in our efforts to innovate and strengthen our state. But in addition to fostering innovation in our economy, our budget plan also seeks to reform and innovate within state government, moving forward with efforts to make state government more innovative and efficient. It continues to consolidate the state's office functions, such as accounts payable, and to centralize some of the human resource process. It remakes the Liquor Commission, moving from a 3-member commission to a single commissioner model. It continues the effort to move our services in support of New Hampshire businesses into a centralized online environment through the Business One Stop. And it will move all of our boards and commissions to one licensing system, modernizing the system for the agencies and for the public. But we need to think bigger in terms of how we best position state government for the demands of the 21st century. We must always be looking for new ways to innovate in state government in order to cut red tape and save taxpayer dollars. And we should harness the expertise of the private sector to come up with new ideas and approaches. To encourage this process, I've issued an executive order to create the Governor's Commission on State Government Innovation, Efficiency, and Transparency. Our commission brings together experts from the private business, nonprofit, higher education, and local government sectors to make recommendations for modernizing state government, improving efficiency, measuring the performance of state agencies, and improving transparency for citizens. I want to thank the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation for the organization's participation in our commission, especially your incoming chair, Eric Herr, who has also agreed to chair our commission. Eric's business sector experience, nonprofit experience, and his work leading a similar innovation effort in our state's judicial branch make him an ideal leader for our commission, and I greatly appreciate his willingness to serve. The other members of our commission will also bring to bear their deep experience in areas including performance measurement, reorganization, efficiency, and operational improvements. Members will examine a number of areas, including the organization of state government and opportunities for reducing redundancies or streamlining services, how to improve government processes, including the use of technology, the state's contracting and relationship with its nonprofit partners, quasi-governmental agencies, and local communities, performance metrics for state government and for improving transparency, and other methods that members believe will improve the efficiency and effectiveness of state government in order to deliver cost-effective, quality services to the people of New Hampshire. I know that by harnessing the expertise of both the public and private sectors to come up with new ideas and approaches, the Commission will help encourage innovation and reposition state government for the challenges of the 21st century. Even as we make this progress, the work of the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation and our entire nonprofit sector will continue to be critical in our shared efforts to move our state forward. I am heartened by the strong turnout I see here today. It shows how dedicated all of you are to the future of the Granite State. By bringing together so many from our nonprofit, our business, our government, and other sectors, you are helping ensure that New Hampshire is able to seize the promise of innovation. We've got a lot of work ahead of us to make progress for our state. It will take all of us coming together, all of our talent, our energy, and our ideas, because that's always been the New Hampshire way. We roll up our sleeves, we pitch in, and together we move forward. I want to continue to hear from all of you about how we can work together to foster innovation and ensure a bright future for our state. Ultimately, innovation complements and strengthens who we are. It is consistent with the values that have brought us to where we are. Our country and our state were founded on the notion that when we all come together, when we make decisions for ourselves through self-government, we all get stronger. And generation to generation, the promise of our country and this state has been that as we come together and we bring voice to more and more of our citizens, we bring people in, the most vulnerable people, in from the margins, we harness their talent and energy too, and as we do that, we get stronger. That's the American and Granite State mission. That's who we are. And our next big challenge in this 21st century economy in this world we live in, where the speed of change seems to be pretty tough sometimes. Our efforts together to innovate, to find our new way forward, shouldn't just be about being more effective and efficient, although that's incredibly important. It's also important for us to realize that as we do this, we will be bringing more and more people into the heart and soul of our democracy, our economy, and our civil society. And when we do that, we will continue to flourish, we will continue to thrive, and we will continue to lead. So I thank you all for everything you are already doing in your communities and for your state. I thank you for being here tonight, and I thank you for being willing to take on the next great thing, which is how we're all going to innovate together and become even stronger and better. Thanks again for having me.